What up, guys? ShadyCash here, bringing you another commentary. Got some domination on Stadium for you, and this was pretty close to the beginning of after I prestiged. I was 12th in this video, right at the beginning of it. It's been a few weeks since I've had a chance to post anything. I've been going through a lot of personal crap in my life with my significant other and everything, and trying to work on our relationship and crap like that. Didn't have much time for Call of Duty and everything. I was trying to give most of my attention to her. It's a girl we've been dating for about a year and a half now. We'll just call her Gertrude. And me and Gertrude been dating for like I said, about a year and a half, and things were always real good between us, but the past few months we just been, real distant and going through problems and having issues like just about any couple usually does at some point in their relationship. And we ended up, it actually got bad enough that we broke up for, it was just like 3 days. And after about 3 days, she broke up with me on like a Thursday, said this just isn't working out for me, and I was like, alright, and I wasn't like, alright, I was like, oh, come on, it's whatever. We broke up though anyway, and then on Sunday she calls me and she's like, I miss you, I want to be with you, I didn't ever want it to be like this, I just wanted, you to see, like, that I'm important and everything like that. And I did, and I was like, yeah, come over. And she came over that night and ended up staying the night, and ended up staying over here, and everything seemed to be going all right, till about 2 days later. And then I get a message on Facebook. I never get on Facebook. It's something that a buddy of mine actually set up for me, and it's just not my thing. If I'm on the internet, I'd rather be like checking out videos on YouTube or like watching Netflix rather than checking up on people that really, for the most part, I care what happens to a lot of the people on my Facebook page, but most of them it's like, high school reunion type stuff, like, I hope your life's going good and everything, oh, that's good to hear, okay, bye, and, anyway, I get on Facebook, though, and, have a message on there from some girl that I had no idea who it was. I'm like, alright, and I go look at this message, and it's, some chick, she's like, hey, I just wanted to let you know that you and your girl, or your girl and my brother had something going on while you guys were split up that involved sex. And, we were broken up for like 3 days. I was like, what the fuck? And, ended up calling my girl and being like, what the hell, what's going on with this? And getting the truth out of her, and she tells me, like, yeah, while we were split up, I talked to this dude and we had sex one night. And, I knew she'd been talking to him before that. I'd had this feeling, and usually I've always seemed to have been proven right when I have these feelings about people. And I just had a feeling she was talking to somebody else. The signs were there, like she'd hide her cell phone under her pillow when she'd go to bed instead of putting it on the charger, and stuff like that, and always have it over by her. And you can just tell that stuff kind of, if you pay attention to how people are. And anyway, though, I knew she kind of been talking to somebody, but I didn't think it was anything serious or that they were going to do anything like that. But she's like, oh no, it was just pity sex, and he's fat, and da 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 da. And it kind of grossed me out, but I was like, alright, we can try to work past this, we can try to make this work. And she really seemed to want to make it work. She was crying, and she seemed really sincere, and I was like, alright, let's try to make this work. But part of me, I was having a really hard time trusting her, because I felt like, I knew she'd been talking to this dude, so I felt like she'd been lying to me for all this time, she needed to you know, should have been up front. If she was going to be talking to other dudes, just broke up with me in the first place. And if we got back together, we got back together. If not, we didn't. But at least she's not just going behind my back doing shit, you know? And, anyway, it was really hard for me to get over. And, you know, for the past, you know, few weeks that we've been together, I've been really trying to stay off her and wondering what she's doing. But it's been really hard, you know, and, I've been a little nosy, and I, you know, once in a while I go check on her phone and crap like that. And just, you know, yesterday on Sunday I see this message on her phone, or Monday I guess, I see this message on her phone, and she sent to her friend that's like, he messaged me on BlackBerry Messenger with like 3 exclamation points. I was like, what the fuck is this? You know, she's in there taking a shower. I go in there. I'm like, what's this about? She's like, oh, it was, you know, it was about my friend Cody that moved away. You know, and I met this dude. He's a cool dude, and I was never worried about him. You know, I was like, I don't know, man. You know, like, people don't talk like that when one of their friends messages them. Like, I've never called my buddy Jim up and been like, oh my God, Jim, you'll never believe it, Chad just instant messaged me, you know what I mean? Like, nobody gets like that about shit like that. And, you know, I mean, just the way it was worded and everything. And, I was having a hard time believing it. And, you know, kind of just let it pass for a little bit. And then a few hours later, it was finally like, look, you know, in order for me to get over this, you're going to need to show me, like, your phone. Let me see it. Let me look at your BlackBerry Messenger. Shows it to me. I look, and there's her friend on there, we'll call her Patricia, you know, and, you know, just some chick she always talks to and crap that's annoying as fuck. And I was basically like, well, you know, why isn't dude's name on there? And she's like, well, we've been fighting so much, and, you know, I just didn't want it to be an issue, so after he contacted me on there, I just deleted him off my contacts list. And I'm like, you know, that's fucking weird. This is so way too familiar for me to how you were acting before. And I just, you know, I'm having a hard time believing this crap. And just kind of let it pass, though, you know, and just kind of sat on it for a minute again. And after a minute, I was like, fuck that, you know, I'm not stupid. And I go up, well, you know, I mean, maybe by this point I am kind of stupid about this shit. But I go over to her phone, I grab it, and I go to the contact, you know, Patricia's name, and check the contact information, and it's for this douchebag she's talking to. And the worst part is, it's not even the same douchebag. It's a dude that works next door to me. That's, okay, I'm 30 years old, right? Fucking, she is 21. When we got together, I was 29, and she was 20. And I've always felt, you know, like, damn, she's got a lot of living left to do, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's a young girl. She's, you know, had, like, one serious relationship in her life. You know, she's got a lot to figure out, you know. And that whole, like, bar thing when you turn 21, you know, it's like a whole new world. At least around here, it's like a whole world opens up for you. There's not jack shit to do where I live except go to the bar. And, you know, it's just, you know, I didn't see us ever really working out for very long. I figured after she turned 21, I mean, you know, it would kind of just end and everything. And, you know, but I thought she was awesome, and she played video games, and, you know, so I always, you know, just kind of set that aside and was like, oh, you know, maybe it'll work out. And even if it doesn't, you know, at least I'm having fun now. But, spy plane ready for deployment. Anyway, securing B. Like, I don't know, it was just such a slap in the face. Like, this dude she's talking to is 39 and married with kids, right? Like, 39, she's 21. She's closer in age to his kids than she is to him. Like, I thought I was kind of too old for her. And I called this dude up, you know, because I was fucking pissed. I messaged him because I saw his contact information. You know, when I looked at Patricia's name, she had his contact information in there. And I was like, you know, oh, she's messaging this dude that I work next door to. And, you know, woke up and messaged him on Instant Messenger because I remembered his contact shit and was like, you know, yeah, hey, dude, you know, you're a whatever douchebag and you should call me. Gave him my phone number. Was like, you know where I work, you should come in there and talk to me if you want to. And dude actually had the nerve to call me back. I told him, man, you know, I was fucking pissed this morning when I found this crap out and last night and everything. And you know, I'm not like he kept trying to explain shit to me and be like, "Oh man, I really like you. I would never do anything like that." And I was like, "I don't get, man. I don't like you. I don't care about you. I don't want to hear you talk. But, you know, you didn't do anything to me. It was her." And I think I learned a really valuable lesson from this, and I think it's something I could pass on to you. And the lesson I learned is that when people try to tell you who they are, you should listen. Like, I should have known when we first started going out. And I understand, ladies, if you're 35 years old, nobody called it a tramp stamp back then. But damn it, if you get a lower back tattoo and it's called a tramp stamp, you can't get mad when people call it a tramp stamp. And if you got 3 lower back tattoos, you might have some issues. That's all I'm saying. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good one.